Alright, I'm pissed because I filmed a whole video modding my SKX, but for some reason the top camera here, hello, it just shut off randomly while I was shooting. I got frustrated that day, so I just had to step away. And then the following day I had a shoot, and then I accidentally formatted the card that I had this angle on. Yeah, so I had to take a few days to just like test out this camera on the top to make sure that it's recording. Is it still recording? Technology has been a little crazy, and now I feel nervous and I hate that feeling, but anyway. All right, so but I still want to make this video because I really do like how my mod came out. I'm kind of in my modding era. I didn't think that I would ever get here. I wasn't really confident in like doing the modding thing, but I'm really glad I did because my SKX now it's really dope. It's one of my favorite watches that I have at the moment, and I'm gonna flash up some shots of what the SKX used to look like. That bezel was an aluminum insert that my buddy Andrew put in back when he modded it. And then I wanted to do some minor updates, so I bought all my parts for the bezel insert, and the bezel itself, I bought it from DLW Watches. What's cool about them is they have a wide selection of different parts for the SKX or the SRPD, and also they have this section that's called the yard sale section. I was able to get a significant discount on my bezel insert because it had some imperfections. I personally don't see it, and this is like a tool watch for me, so it's gonna get beat up regardless. This is my new mod for the SKX. I really love this ceramic insert, vintage style, kind of taking cues from a Black Bay or an older sub with the red triangle at the pip, which is loomed. And then I got a coin edge bezel, which I like better than the standard Seiko bezel that comes with it. Completely changes up the look. And with the ceramic bezel insert, it just makes it look, it just gives it a good vibe. And the shiny ceramic bezel insert just elevates the whole thing. So I did the bezel and the bezel insert, and then I also updated the SKX with the Jubilee. I bought the Jubilee from longislandwatch.com just because I'm a fan of Mark and I wanted to support him and wanted to see what his products were like. And I'm actually really happy that I went with longislandwatch.com because this bracelet was like, it was like 10 or 20 bucks less than other third-party brands, but I think that the quality is really nice. The clasp is nice and secure. Nothing's really branded on this, which is what I like, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. The red triangle at the pip on the top just matches so nice with the Divers 200 on the dial. And this is one of my most favorite watches that I own at the moment, and I'm really happy that I modded it. Okay, so altogether, the Islander Jubilee, I paid $60.53 shipped, and then the bezel insert and the bezel itself, the coin edge bezel, which is polished, I paid $65. So all in, this mod for me costs $125.53. I would say for the bezel mod. The difficulty was about 5 out of 10. Taking the bezel off of the case was actually a lot easier than I thought. And I was pretty nervous before going into it, but once I was able to pop the bezel off, it was pretty easy. So the tools that I used for this mod, which took about 10 minutes, I have this case back tool. Use the case back tool, obviously use the spring bar tool to take the bracelet off of the case, which is what you'll need to do because it needs to lay on a flat surface. And then to pop the bezel back in, I used a case back press. The top plate was at 46 mil, so that way it kind of just like hugs right around where the bezel's at, so you can really get in and press it. Used a microfiber cloth to kind of protect the top. I would say the hardest part of this mod was sticking the bezel into the insert, just because, you know, you only have really one shot to get it all lined up. I can confidently say that I got it about 99.5% perfect. I feel like I could have shifted the bezel just like a tiny, like 0.001 millimeters over to the right, but you know, it's good enough for me. I will leave a link to the video that I used for the instructions of this. Yeah, I think just a simple bezel mod completely changed up the look of this watch for me, and I absolutely love it. It's something different. 5-link Jubilee bracelets, one thing about them that I learned through this process is that they're really perfect for getting exact sizing on your wrist because all the links are small, screw-in links, and there's 3 points of micro adjust, which I love. The look and the quality of it is really great. This is what it looks like on my wrist. I have a 6.5-inch wrist, and man, who can be mad at that? That looks really good. Not mad at that at all. Can't be mad at that. Yeah, it just it's got a little bit of that like neo vintage flair. Still reads as an SKX, but it's a little bit more, in my opinion, a little bit more classed up while being subdued at the same time. The way the ceramic bezel pops and shines, I think, is just one of those things that, you know, just has a really nice aesthetic to it. I wouldn't call it like minimalist, it's more of just like, it's got more of that vintage appeal to me, which is what I like. I like that this bezel does not have the minute track around like the first 15 minutes. I think just keeping the Arabics on there and having like clean like 5-minute markers is really nice. Bezel action is actually much smoother than what my old SKX bezel was, and yeah, I'm ready to wear this around almost probably every day for a while. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, my process, which I mean, obviously modding videos on YouTube, there are millions of them, not millions, but you know what I mean. There's like a ton of modding videos that are on YouTube right now that you could get into, all these different things. I don't know if I'll ever do like crystals and dials, because I do, the farthest thing maybe is just updating it to like a sapphire, with like a domed sapphire with AR, you know. But for right now, I think just keeping it as it is it's not bad. Pretty happy. with how this turned out, and just wanted to update y'all on my possibly one and only SKX modding journey. But I don't know, anything could happen. Could update y'all with more stuff later on. Again, thanks for stopping by. I have a few videos coming out that I'm working on. Hoping that those get out to y'all very soon. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this channel. Would mean the world to me. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.